Alright, Shalom Akim. Before I get started, I want to give all praises, honor, and the glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Harakakudash, and of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and our elders that rule well at Great Millstone. Salutations to all you sincere Akim, preaching this word in all truth and sincerity. So, paying attention to the news, alright, there's many articles and news reports that when you see what's taking place, you very well understand the times that we're in and what's coming down the pipe. Alright, and what's coming down the pipe is civil unrest and civil war. Okay? Race wars, class wars, war. Alright? Death and destruction is on its way to a city near you. Okay, you had movies for quite some time. Okay, quite many years. Lots of movies. Alright, you had The Purge. You had the movie Brunswick. You had this recent one, Leave the World Behind. And then one coming out in April of next year, 2024. And the movie's called Civil War. Now, if you're familiar with, the Zodiac, Greek mythology, okay. Now, April, they say is ran, okay, by the planet Mars. And April, okay, the zodiac of April is Aries, which Aries is a god of war. All right, you got March, which goes back to, Mars as well. Aries is Aries, March. That goes back to Mars, which is, I believe it's Mars is the Roman equivalent of Ares, the god of war. Okay, so it's not far-fetched that, they would unleash this movie, in the month of April. Okay, those of you that have eyes to see, well, you see that this is going to come to pass. Lord willing, Adawan Ratazah, it happens before April. Okay, Lord willing, it kicks off real soon. Lord willing, it kicks off tomorrow. Lord willing, it kicks off tonight. Okay, today. But it's going to happen. This is Isaiah chapter 19. It says the burden of Egypt. Now this is, this is not talking about ancient Egypt, okay? Because, the scriptures don't mention the chariots in the time of Egypt, okay? Now it mentions that the firstborn of death of every creature came down as a mighty man of war upon ancient Egypt, okay? But, there's an account of the Lord returning on a chariot in ancient Egypt. Okay, this is talking about now. Okay, the way the Lord is going to return is the same way he left, which is spoken of in the New Testament. He went up into a cloud. So that swift cloud, okay, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud. It's talking about a so-called UFO. It says, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Which goes hand in hand with Revelation chapter 1 verse 7, 8. Alright, that behold he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, including those that pierced him, paraphrasing. And it said, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Okay? So when the Lord returns, the idols of Egypt, all right, whether it's people, that you people reverence and worship, and also these idols. You got idols all over the place here in Babylon, here in America, here in spiritual Sodom and Egypt. You got idols everywhere. Okay, they got some damn honky hanging above every church on a cross. Okay, you got Buddhist temples. You got the Virgin Mary. All these idols, whether they be wood and stone or people, and they're going to be moved at the Lord's presence, because the Lord, he's going to do away with everything that's contrary to him. Okay? And all you people are going to be terrified at the return of the Lord. Shoot, it says that we're going to be scared. All right? We're gonna be scarcely saved. We're going to be begging and praying to the Lord that we're on his good side. Okay? But for you have-nots, those of you that never believed, those of you that don't believe, okay, you're going to be terrorized, terrified at the Lord's return. And yes, you're going to be terrorized. The Lord is going to unleash terrors on 2/3 of his people and these other nations, starting with Esau, the so-called white man, who is a damn devil, who is the modern day Pharaoh. All right? Verse 2, and this is the point. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. You look at the back of the dollar bill, there's a pyramid. Okay, here in Babylon, America, you got cities and towns named after places in ancient Egypt. You got places called Philadelphia, Memphis, Cairo. Okay, those were all places in ancient Egypt. Okay. So the Lord, he's going to set you Americans against you Americans. Okay, you're going to be killing each other out here. And they show you in all those movies. Brunswick, okay. This recent one, Leave the World Behind. Nobody trusted anybody. They were going from house to house, searching for victuals, for medicines, for help, which, Salakia, the word victuals goes back to food, but, victuals are necessities. Remember when the C-19 hit, and there was a toilet paper shortage. All right? So when this thing really goes down, there's going to be a shortage of all manner of things. You remember that movie Book of Eli? In the movie Book of Eli, bro, they didn't have nothing. All right? Anything was a care package. You found some soap, some shampoo. That was like treasure. Okay? Because you know what? What's going to lead to all this is economic failure. All right? An economic collapse in which society is going to crumble with the monetary system. Okay? Esau's bullshit fiat paper money system. It's going to go to shit. And they're going to bring in the CBDC, which stands for Central Bank Digital Currency. Everything's going to go digital to usher in the Charagma, which is the mark of the beast, which we are telling you from our apostles on down of Great Millstone. We're the Hebrew Israelites. We follow after Great Millstone. And that prophecy, indeed, in truth, the mark of the beast is a microchip. Okay? When you look at the word for mark, it's charagma, which means something inserted into your flesh by means of incision. And the way they're going to put it into your flesh, they show you if you go on YouTube, is with the syringe. Okay, They're going to inject it, cut it into your flesh. You know, that's going to be the ultimate goal of Esau and the Edomites. All right? These so-called white people, man. Which, if you're a so-called white person, all right, we're not saying that every so-called white person's an Edomite, but there's a specific lineage within so-called white people that are Edomites. All right, you got Irish, Italians, Scots, you know, Sicilians to be precise. You know, a lot of Romanians. Okay, even these damn Russians, man, Germans. You got a lot of Israelites, you know, so-called black Hispanics and Native Americans that shot their seed within the women of these other nations. So it's not about skin color. Skin color is just an indicator. But Esau is a so-called white man, right? You can read about that in Genesis chapter, I want to say 25 through 27. All right, it explains the characteristics of Esau, the so-called white man. All right, but the Lord, he's going to set these Americans against these Americans, man. Okay, it says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Man, you hear the sirens? And as I finished that scripture, you know, the clock, the timer read 11:44. You know, Barak Atah Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai for giving us this truth and keeping us in the truth. Okay? Because look, if you're not part of the elect, all right, you're gonna have to go through those skirmishes, man. Okay? You might have to fight against your actual blood brother. All right, against your own family, against your friends, your neighbors. This is serious, man. We need Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai because there ain't no other way without the way. All right? And the way is Yahushai. He is the way. He is the word. Okay, there's no way without him. All right, we need Yahushai now more than ever, and we're gonna need Yahushai to get up out of here, man. All right, we're entering the time, okay, of Jacob's trouble. This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 6. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. You can't look around and see no man travail with child. When this is talking about, it's talking about you seeing a grown ass man howling like a fucking pansy, bro. You know, and it's not a laughing matter. Even though what I'm saying might seem hilarious, might seem bizarre, far-fetched, far out. Okay? But ask you now, you know, you got all these tough guys out here, man. You know, where you got youngsters say you do him wrong, so wrong to the point he cries. He ain't gonna let you know he's crying. He ain't gonna let his homies, his friends know he's crying. Because to the world, that's very effeminate, you know. But nothing wrong with the man crying. We sigh and cry for all the abominations that are done in the midst of this place. We're sighing and crying to the Lord that he has mercy on us. But to a nigga, to these people of this world, you know, it's a sight to see a man cry. So the scripture's saying, you know, do you look around and seeing men crying all over the place? No. It says, wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. You see, it's going to get so bad out here, you're going to have mighty men, soldiers, troops, police officers, officials, generals, lieutenants, mighty men, crying like a woman in travail with child, like a woman when she's giving birth. They gotta give, some women, they gotta give, I believe it's called an epidural, which is a high level narcotic painkiller by means of injecting it through their spine, man. Straight to the nervous system, man. Because that's how painful it is to give birth to a child. Okay? So painful, even with those potent, painkillers, narcotics, they still cry. They still feel the pain. So it's saying that men, mighty men, are going to be like that. Which they got the epidural and they still feel the pain. So with that saying, there's going to be nothing to come for you. If you ain't got the Lord, you're going to die. Okay? It's verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. That's the time in which the Lord is going to visit you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, through judgment, through his judgments. That's the way he's going to visit you. Okay? It's going to be a time of judgment. It says, but he shall be saved out of it. Referring to the elect, the 1/3. All right? The elect and 1/3 shall be saved up out of this fucking place, man. Okay? Which is something we really desire. Because, man, this is the valley of the shadow of death. Death is at every fucking corner, man. There's that scripture where it says death has crept into our windows. That literally fucking happens here, man. You got some damn devil or even just a wicked Jake or a heathen. They'll break through your fucking window and steal from you, put you to death. You got drive-by shootings by Esau and these niggas in other nations, man. The cops will light up a fucking house and kill your kids, man. We need to get up out of here, man. We're in trouble. You got the perfect devil, the perfect demon in control of the earth right now. We need to be saved. We need Yahweh Shai. But this was just a, quick one. Not as quick as I wanted it to be. The Spirit wanted me to bring out a few more scriptures, but it's all for the edification and the building of the Akim, man. The elect, the body of Yahweh Shai. The brotherhood. Okay? The house of David. Alright? There's gonna be civil war, man. Race war. Civil unrest. Bro, Colorado mentioned that they're not gonna accept Trump to run for presidency there. So pretty much what they're saying is don't even come here and ask for votes. Because we're making it illegal. We're banning people from voting for you in this state. So don't think about it. And what that did was spark, the minds of the right wing of this country. Okay? The Republicans. And they're pissed off. You piss off enough of these, right-wingers, all right, they're going to start a psyop, a coup. They're going to set up leaders, different militias and government officials and soldiers that have right-wing morals and hate you liberals, you left-wingers, you blues, and they're going to be looking to give you the blues. Okay? We know a lot of this stuff is a psyop, but the Lord controls everything. Okay? He didn't give you guys the eye salve to see through the dung heap. Alright? But he gave it to us. And Lord willing, he keeps it on us. All right? But you get the message. All right, there's going to be civil unrest, racial violence, race wars, economic failure, famine of food, plagues, viruses, world war. All right? It says one city against another, one kingdom against another. Slovakia, I didn't, mention that, but, different cities are going to invade each other. You watch that movie, Brunswick. In Brunswick, Texas went full-blown renegade and was attacking other states. This new movie, Civil War, they're saying Texas and California are going to click up and fight against other states. All right? You've been warned, okay? That's our job, is to warn the people. All right? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is coming back. And Esau, the so-called white man, the devil, him and his kingdom is going to be destroyed. But before it's entirely destroyed, this motherfucking devil is going to show his horns and come at you people with all teeth and nails, man. So with that, you've been warned. We're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Wa Harakah Kodash. And of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and our elders that rule well at Great Millstone. Until next time, Shalom.